What's going on, guys? This is Market Omega back at it again this Friday with another weekly recap. I'll be going over standout trades from this week, so without further ado, let's go. All right, guys. So, what a week we've had, man. It's a pretty decent week to say the least, right? So, just taking a look at the SPY. Right now we're actually just consolidating right here around this breakout level. So, I think, we just broke out of this W formation right there, right? So if my calculations are correct, I think we get to this 440, 450 before the end of next month. Okay, so we're almost in June actually, so we've got about 3 days. So before the end of June, I think we should be about $440 on the SPY, which will be fantastic. Okay, I think we can keep going higher. So just keeping it on watch, guys. Now, as far as this week, it's been good. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's been kind of good. I mean, last week was a little bit slow, with the exception of like NVS and a couple other stocks, but this week has kind of been good, right? So, just to start off, we're gonna start off with PIRS, PIRS. So what happened was, let me see if I can go back here. Let's go back a few days. So what happened was with PIRS, it was a stock that was gapping up, and then, I looked at PIRS. I was like, okay, it looks all right. It looks all right. Not the best, just kind of looks all right. So I'm just going to keep this on watch, right? So I think I tried to go long somewhere around here, and then I got stopped out. But then I shorted it. Where did I short it? Gosh, I shorted it twice. I shorted it here, I think somewhere around there, and then I shorted it on this 3 reject, and then boom, right? So, what happened was later on, you got this move in after hours, right? And I talked to the guys in chat. I said, look, if this thing breaks 320, right? If we can break 320, there's room all the way up to about this 450, 460 area, right? And when it broke this 320 area right here, basically got long on these dips right there. Got long a few times. Now, when it came out here to this 450, I shorted somewhere around there, and then I covered, boom, on that flush right there. And I shorted it right there. Now that was gonna be it, right? Because I thought this thing was just gonna roll over, And the thing with me is I'm more of a long bias trader, so whenever I short, I tend to cap my wins. Like, I just get in and get out. Whereas with the long, I tend to hold it a lot longer, just because of the way I trade. Okay, so just looking at this, basically, I shorted it right here, and then it covered, and then when it came up to this area right here, right, this 6, and I shorted it somewhere around this 598 or 599, somewhere around there, and then it came down, and I covered on the break, so I ended up making about 50 cents on this short right there. Okay, and that was it. Made money shorting right here, made money shorting right there. And the next day, we came into the market. I had the game plan that I was just gonna short this thing on pops, because this thing literally went from like $2 all the way up to about $6 in a day. So it's got to correct. Okay, it's got to correct. It's not gonna go to infinity. So I shorted somewhere around there, and then it flushed. I covered some over there, and then I covered some more right here around that 420s when it started perking back up here. So I made some nice win. I think I got about 50 cents on the short right there. And then the stock just kind of faded off the remainder of the day. So I left that alone. Now, with PIRS, I'm just going to keep this on watch. You want to see this thing get above like 420. Ideally, maybe 5 to see that, okay, it's reclaiming and all of that. But other than that, I don't really care about it. I'm just going to keep it on watch. Okay. So that was PIRS. And then we had AMC, right? AMC was a monster. So if you go back and look at my tweets, Market Omega, I think I tweeted AMC on the 17th, right? And it got a lot of attention because I basically said, hey, look, AMC, keep the stock on watch. I think it goes crazy in the coming week, which is this week. And it broke, the stock basically broke 15, and 15 was the level that I was watching. So it broke 15. You got that rip, got that pullback, and it just went nuts. So basically, traded it right here, made a long, made some money right there, and on this day I made a killing. I mean, this was just like long in dips. This was awesome. I absolutely destroyed this day right here. It was yesterday, and then today I traded this, made money right here. What happened was when the market opened, it started ripping, right? But the dash quotes were crossed, and there was also a delay on the quotes. So what happened was, the stock is going up. You look at it on the chart, it'll say $35, but then when you're looking on the level 2, it says $34.50, which is a delay quote. So it was kind of hard to get fills in and out, but I made money right here. Made money on this dip right here, on this on this rip, and I sold. Now when it started coming back, I basically got long on this drop. Pretty much I got long at 33 at first, and then I got long somewhere on this break of 32. I added, my average was somewhere around that 31.80. Okay, so when it started, it flushed, and I was like, dang it, I'm holding this thing. I'm hoping this thing comes back up. So it started coming back up. I was like, okay, this is looking good, right? Because I think it went up to about 31.40s or 31.50 or something. And but it started reversing. So when it started reversing, I just cut it. I basically cut it around this $30 area. So I ended up losing some gains on this move right there, this flush. So gave back some of my profits on this trade, but no biggie, no biggie. Then today we have a VTNR. So basically, VTNR was basically a stock that I talked about in pre-market. At our room, we usually do a pre-market analysis, which is about an hour to 30 minutes before the market opens. I get in, we look at the charts, look at the stocks that are running, and then do an analysis. We look at the filings, and sometimes we take a top-down approach. Basically, look at what sector is it in, and what's the general overall sentiment of the market. So with VTNR, I looked at this and I just didn't like it, just based on the filings and knowing, this HCW guys, they're key manipulators. Okay, in my opinion, these guys manipulate stocks a lot. They just exist to dump shares. So they came out with some news, price target of $25, which is just freaking bogus if you ask me. The stock was at $6. Is come out with a price target. Look at that, HCW. Price target of $25, whatever. So the stock is chopping up. I left this alone. I wish I actually located shares to short this, but when it was doing all of that, excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit tired. I'm a little bit tired, man. I've got a lot of stuff to do here within the room and personal stuff and everything. So excuse me for yawning and taking pauses and everything. I'm like exhausted. But anyway, I was too busy in AMC. This thing popped up there. I basically told some guys it would be a nice short on this reject right there. It would be a nice little short, But now this kind of looks like they're trying to do this, power hour rip thingy or whatever. But I don't trust this stock one bit. I do not trust it. I mean, for all I know, they're going to try to get this high up and then boom, offering, right? So I don't trust those guys. I don't trust whatever moves they're making on these stocks. I really could care less. So I'm just going to leave that alone. What else? We had LIZI. LIZI is a stock that ran the last few days. Actually, on the 26th, it's got this crazy rip from about $4 to $8 on the day, right? And then, the next day it started ripping up again. And I think I shorted LIZI somewhere around there, but then I got, it didn't work out too well for me because I shorted too soon. But then I covered for a tiny loss and then reshorted, and then when it kept popping up again, I covered for another tiny loss. So just took some paper cuts, and then when I got stopped out twice, I said, you know what, I'm done with this. Just leave it alone. I don't care. but then it proceeds to fade off, which if I had held it, I would have gotten some nice little, nice little win. So, and then you got, it kind of looked like it was perking up here. So I was watching this thing and I was like, okay, this looks like a nice little red to green. And then, if we can get a nice break of this area, we could get a move up to about 750s and then, possibly over to like 780s. But it popped up some more and then it just gave it back. So left that alone. That's, that didn't work out too well. What else do we have? We had MOXC. So MOXC was a stock that was, I called out on this day right here on the 26th. And I basically expected this thing to rip and break 18 and then rip all the way up to about 24, 25. That was my target, right? But we got this little pop right there and then it sold off. So I was like, well, it is what it is, right? It didn't do what we thought it was going to do. Now check this out, right? The next day in pre-market around 5 Eastern, you got this monster rip from like 16s all the way to 29. Got this crazy rip. This rip that you're looking at right here was what I expected to happen right here. Okay, this rip right here was right here. Okay, now they decided to rip it when nobody was watching, and guess what? Boom, drop, sell off. So, left this alone. No trades there. Today I was thinking this thing was just gonna rip up rip up like how it did right here, and then just get shorted back down. So I left this alone. Okay, VTNR keeps popping up. I'm gonna keep that on watch for power hour. Maybe even locate some shares and try to short this thing. So I'm just gonna keep that on watch there. So what else do we have? OCGN didn't do much, just chop, sell off. ONVO was a midday runner, pop up, sell off. NVIS is a stock that I was watching, and then I took a trade on NVIS today. I basically got long somewhere around there, around that 17.99, because I like the setup, and I was thinking this thing could just kind of break this 18.50, maybe go up to 19, and because it looked really nice on the daily. So I got long 17.99, and I scaled out all the way up to about 18.40s. Okay. And then you got this drop right there. So I told the guys in the room this needs to reclaim 1750. Okay, if it can reclaim and actually hold above this area, we could get a move up, over 1850 and then all the way up to about 22, which is the target. So just keep this on watch. If we don't get that move today, we'll probably get it by Tuesday or sometime early next week. All right. What else do we have? LEDS popping up. I'm going to keep this on watch for power hour move right there. You got this nice little uptrend in price action. So keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. I think LEDS could have a secondary move, maybe break 18 and give us a move to about 19, 20. Okay. So that's that for the stock analysis. And then we have here, one second, Bitcoin. The one and only Bitcoin, guys. What's going on, right? What's going on with Bitcoin? What is going on with Bitcoin? It's horrible. So, Bitcoin has got this crazy move. Like ever since it broke this all-time high right here, right? Ever since it broke this all-time high of 1970, somewhere around there, it's been on a tear, right? If you look at the monthly, I mean, this is like 5 months of green, okay? I mean, you've got to get a pullback. And it's, it's inevitable. You've got to get a pullback. You can't just keep on going green and green all the way. You can't. You've got to get a pullback. And I actually like this pullback. Now, if my calculations are correct, I think that come next month, which is June, I think we can get a rebound back to that $50,000 level. Okay. I think we're going to rebound back to 50,000. Maybe if we can actually close that June or over 50 grand, then my, I think by July, early August, we should be close to 100,000. Okay, not financial advice. Okay, guys, I'm not telling you to go out there and buy Bitcoin. This is just my opinion. That's what I'm thinking. I might be wrong, but it's not financial advice by any means. But I think if we can get above 50 grand, that will look solid. If not, if by middle of next month we're not above 50 grand, then what I think will happen is we can actually drop down to this low 20 grand area, maybe 24, right? And hold that area. Then towards the fall part, we start perking back up again. Okay, so if just keep a close eye on next month, because next month is going to be key. close above 50,000 next month, then that means by July, okay, we should be, close to about 100. Okay, July, August, close to about 100. But if not, if we're still, if by June we're at like 20, 30,000, then that looks like, we'll probably have to get to like the end of the year before we get back towards, breaking the all-time high. Okay. So that's it. That's pretty much it for the analysis on Bitcoin. Bitcoin really looks good. I'm not going to waste time going into like Ethereum and all those other stuff because, they just mirror what Bitcoin does. Okay, so if Bitcoin is ripping, they're just going to rip. If it's not ripping, then, they're going to be stagnant. Okay, so that's pretty much it, guys. You guys have a wonderful week. Oh, and don't forget, guys, most importantly, we're having a Memorial Day sale, guys. 20% off of your membership. The link is in the description below, guys. Use the promo code Memorial20. Okay, Memorial20 to get 20% off your membership, guys. This link is in the description below. And, come check us out, man. Come see what all the fuzz is about. I mean, I literally called AMC from back at 15. And, we have multiple strategies over here, man. We have, people that short only. We have people that long. We have people that trade large caps and, crypto. So, come check us out. We're fast growing. And, use the promo code in the description, Memorial20, you get 20% off, okay? And also follow me on Twitter at Market Omega. I post everything from like stocks to cryptocurrencies, just news and just life in general, all right? And subscribe to my YouTube channel, Market Omega. And when you do that, turn on post notifications so you get notified every time I upload new content. All right, that's it. Have a wonderful weekend. Happy Memorial Day. Take care of yourself and your family. And I'll catch you guys next week with another weekly recap. Take care.